Alright, so the market opens up soon. Yesterday got my ass a little hint to me. Um, I sure come where after. Okay. I tried a few things and it just didn't work out. Let's just say that. Alright. Don't remember what they were. I don't really remember. I'm gonna be setting this up as the market opens, so that's that. Um, Hopefully there's nothing really that stands out as far as price action. I don't see anything with the news, so that's good. Yesterday, oh, I guess it didn't take anything yesterday. No, so yesterday what I missed was that trade here, this one. So we had this around the open. Price came back to it. All right, right, that around the open, and I thought about maybe taking a trade. And I thought about that, but so I had another level up here. I was looking at this one, but didn't realize that it faded out. That happened. Maybe faded out afterwards. Let's see when did it fade out. Good question, right? So yeah, so that's still there waiting to go, but price came back and just said no, we're gonna work it here instead, right? So this 75, 75 tick chart volume happened. 5 tick chart, the price would come back into it. 5 minute, 25 tick chart, hope the price would come back into it. No, we ended up having this instead at the open. So that was the strong volume here. Price went down, price came back, price sold off. And I think if we look at it from the from the lower time frame, we have this right here as the entry, and then price just went there. So that would have been a good entry. This came at 49, so about now this came at 49ish. No, let's go back. This came back around 47, right? So a little bit after the market opened, and then let's see if price was kind of working evenly together. And I thought about taking it because look at VIX is down there, NQ is up here, right? We're at levels where price has the potential to really work out, and price was really just humming and working with one another. So that's my fault not taking that trade, staying out the entire time. That's my fault. All right, so today I can see that price really didn't do much. So we're still holding around this 4 hour level, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna get rid of this 5 minute one. Excuse me. All right. Um, Whatever's here can go, and anything here can go, really go. Like this can go. We're in here, kind of deep in that. So let's go to market opens up now. 75. We see that this level is still kind of live. Price is kind of mellowing out a bit finally. We do have this here from yesterday. We're staying above it. This is from that hick here. So right before the noon session. Alright, don't really have much here. Not much there. Nothing around at 8:30, thank God. Alright, so this might still be a potential area. You see a lot of volume here. So keeping an eye on this here. That's gonna be the 50 tick chart. The volume goes into that. Maybe look for a trade. Let's go to the 25. Volume went into it already. Again, several times. It's part of this 25 here. All right. So potential. Those are all potentials. All right, and then market opened here, so this won't count too much, but it's still something just to be mindful of. All right, a lot of volume up here. Price rejected. So that's that. Let's add the high and the low. We'll call it a day with that. and then I'm gonna double check to see what news may be coming out. All right, and let's add settlement price. So we're supposed to have a ceasefire, and within less than 12 hours, the ceasefire broke. It was broken by Israel and U.S. based on the fact that Israel attacked Lebanon, and Iran said Lebanon was part of the ceasefire deal. All right, so looking for potential stuff here. All right, that's that. Let's go to thank you. So fighting still has continued to commence, which sucks. A lot of lives being disrupted um, because people just don't know how to be kind to one another. Life is life is precious. All right, we don't get another one back, and if we do, I sure don't remember it. All right, let's look at this. All right, it's that. It's gonna mark this. Just mark the high in the box, and then we're gonna add settlement price. That's pretty much it for that. We're not gonna sweat any of this out. All right, we'll hope that I would have gotten something here, but nope. So mark this like that, and then just drag that out. I'm gonna go back to ES real quickly. Looking at these bottom parts. Let's go to 25, 20. Yeah, a lot of volume there. Mm-hmm. And let's go to VIX. Wait, did I add settlement price? Yeah, I didn't think so. Bow. All right, so that's where we're at. Let's go to VIX. We're gonna add the high and the low. We're gonna call it here. All right, that's that. Got a support level here. I like that. Low. And I'm gonna go back to ES and look for any support levels that it may have. Oh, a lot of volume down here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of volume down there. Almost done. Okay. I really don't like when it does that. It's not how I wanted it to be, but I'm not gonna sit here fighting with this. Stress myself out. Alright. Alrighty. So let's go back to ES. Let's go through all the different time frames. See if I missed anything. 4 hour above that level. 1 hour. It said 1 hour. Nothing there. 30. Alright, we do have something at the 15 level. Right here. Right about here. Doesn't look strong. Just an idea. Keep an eye on it. Let's see if we can get something to bounce and reject. I'm not holding my breath for it. Alright, so not holding my breath for that. Not really trust it, to tell you the truth. 5 minutes, but you know, things will be marked nonetheless. Nothing here. Alright, so just to keep an eye on, this is news. 1 minute. So we're looking for that aggression to come in, right? Maybe this here, this is around the news area. It's way too damn high. So we'll just keep our eyes prepared for anything that will help with you know, a good entry. Now, right now I don't have anything. Price is just moving up. This 25 is weak, not the best. And the fact that it's a whole wick is not something that I want to really deal with. I like a solid base on the candle. Alright, so we're gonna wait it out so we get something that makes sense. Alright, other than that, I'm out. I'm gonna holler at you later. Adios.